It's normally for a longer class, but I'll just whip you through it because sometimes if you're really busy, feeling a bit stressed, it's good anyway. It's apparently Hillary Clinton used to use this breathing exercise. But you'll take so it's your right hand. It's a hand mudra, like a kind of sign. But your first two fingers, you'll press against the base of your thumb and keep your thumb. A bit difficult to do, but you'll see where we're going a bit in a minute. But first two fingers stay against your thumb. Then as you inhale, exhale, you'll bring your thumb up to close your right nostril. And then you're going to inhale through the left nostril. Close the two fingers on the left nostril, open the thumb, and then exhale through the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril, close with the thumb, open the fingers, exhale through the left nostril. And then you keep going at your own breath, but at your own speed, but trying to lengthen the inhale and the exhale. So it's in through the left, close, open the right, exhale through the right, and then back up the other way, up through the right, close, open the left nostril and down. So close your eyes, and just for a few moments we're going to go through that. And it's activating left brain, right brain, which is stimulating, so helps focus. But also if you start with the inhale, which we did through the left, it's meant to be cooling. So complete one more round, which is in the left, out the right, in the right, out the left. And then when you've exhaled out through the left nostril, place your hands on your lap. Okay, then lowering your head, opening your eyes. And bring your right ankle over your left thigh. And flexing the foot, because this protects the knee. If this is too hard, if your hips are so tight that you can't get your foot up here, just let me know, because we do standing version. But if you're able to do this, even if your knee is up, it's still the weight of the thigh that's going to help to rotate here. So lift up, and you can take a hand, give your hands to the shin or hand to the outside of the knee and the foot. Lift up, so press up through your sitting bones, and then stick your tailbone back, so you're sticking your bottom out, and start to lean forward. So you should feel this is stretching through the glute and the thigh. This is really good for the piriformis stretch as well. So the piriformis is a tiny little muscle inside the glute that crosses over the sciatic nerve. So sometimes if you get pain through your buttock or down the back of your leg, it might be that. And then inhale, come up. Place the foot down, change to the other leg. Again, flexing at the ankle, so the leg muscles are engaged. And then inhale, sit up nice and tall. And then as you exhale and lean forward, stick your bottom out. Keep the spine long, so chest is lifted, chest is lifted. And then inhale, come back up. Need a chair on wheels. Take your arms out wide. Sit up nice and tall. Shrug the shoulders up, roll them back. Shoulder blades down your back, reaching out through your fingertips. And then inhale, cross the arms so the right arm goes under the left. Bend at the elbows. If you can, you'll reach the palms press the palms into each other. If not, it's just the backs of the arms squeezing towards each other. Lift the elbows up to shoulder height. Then press the elbows in towards each other. Feel that stretch through the shoulder. Keep that lift in the elbows and then slowly lower your chin. And then curl in as well. So start to really suck the core in, curl. Keep that pressure in the elbows, the chin is tucked. Feel that stretch reaching down the spine a little. And inhale, sit up, exhale, take the arms wide. Now take the arms the other way, so now it's left under right. Squeeze the elbows towards each other, lift up, lower the chin towards the chest. Just feel into that, feel the stretch. And then curl in through the core, start to bring the elbows down to your thighs. On the next inhale, coming up. Exhale, take the arms wide, bring the hands back to the thighs. Okay, come to stand. Wall dog. So take your legs back, press your heels down, push through your palms, relax. Your ears are between your arms and stick your tailbone up. And if you feel that still you're too tight around the hips and you can't feel the stretch through your back and your shoulders, then bend your knees, come up on your toes. You should be able to feel as if you're pressing your armpits towards the mat. But feel your core here. You're still sucking the core in. And then you can take the thigh bones back if that feels good. Okay, then walk the feet in. We're going to forward fold, but we're going to cross the right leg over the left. You want to make sure as you do this that both big toes are pressing down. So you're not kind of rolling on the side of one foot, so even if it has to be a bit further forward. Okay, so this is going to stretch down the IT band, sort of the outside of the legs and the hamstrings. So hands to hips, lift up through your core, squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. And then as you start to bring the front of the hips forward, so your tailbone goes up. Lift up strongly through the thighs, squeeze the thighs towards each other. And now you're going to reach forward. So you can hold on to the chair or the desk, whatever, if that feels better. Or you can go further down if that feels good, but get to the point where you can still lift your hips up. So as you go too far and you feel your back really rounding, and then you lose that connection with your core, Stop before you get there. You can keep pulling up. Feel particularly the leg in the back that you're feeling. Okay, then inhale, come up. Change to the other leg, so bring the other leg around to cross. Press the big toes down. Again, hands to hips, tilt the front of the hips forward. Squeeze your thighs towards each other and lifting up. Keep the tailbone coming up. Lifting up strongly through the thighs and squeeze them towards each other. And then inhale, coming up. Now you can rest on, you can use the back of the chair or the desk, whatever, as a prop, but we're going to do balancing pose, which is good for the outer hips, and we do the shoulders as well. So, eagle pose. So you're going to take the left leg across and wind it behind, tuck your toes round. If you can't do that, then just cross as deeply as you can through the thighs and point the toe down towards the ground. So the main thing is you want to squeeze the thighs together so that you can feel the outer hips starting to work. And then you're going to sit down. And you want to kind of have, as you sit down, stick your tailbone out, so bottom out. Try not to have the knees twisted too much one way. You're trying to bring your hips that level to the front. Now, if you can stay there, you'll take your arms wide. You can still hold on if you want to, but if you can, you're going to balance here, making it stronger. And then you're going to bring the arms like we did before, left under, or right under left, sorry. Arms together, lift the elbows up. And then inhale, stand up. Exhale, release. And then the other side. Again, so making sure the thighs cross, deeply squeeze them towards each other, wrap the foot around or point the toe down by the shin, and then bring the hips back to center. Start to sit down, bottom goes back. Squeeze the outer hips. As you squeeze the thighs in, it's working through the glute medius here. And now, pick your gaze point. If you can, you're going to balance and bring, sorry, the other way, the right arm's on the top. And then exhale, release. And the sitting one for the shoulders. You're sitting, feet on the ground, sit towards the edge of the chair, and lift your right arm up. Turn your palm backwards and then pat yourself on the right shoulder. And then with the left arm, take the palm down behind you. And then you're going to turn to slide the back of the hand up your back. If you can, you're going to hold, reach your fingertips. And if you can't, just hold on to the shirt at the top and just try and get that. Press the back of the hand in, because what that happens is it pushes the chest forward, and then you're going to try and lift the raised arm. You can walk your hand down your back, hold into your shirt. You're going to try and lift this arm up and back slightly. It's not just sticking out at an angle. You want it close to your ear, so almost like you're going to internally rotate and take that elbow back. If you can get the connection, obviously it helps to lift open. You can do this sitting, so that's opening through the front of the left shoulder, as you can feel. Okay, release gently. And then the other side. So palm of the left hand, pat your shoulder. Then the palm, or am I mirroring? Can't remember. Anyway, the other arm, bend it behind you. You'll always have one side tighter than the other. So I can't reach this one. I'm just going to hold on to my shirt so I can pull my elbow up by my ear. So it's kind of turning it towards your ear and then taking it back. Keep that lift up through the spine. Press the chest forward as you lift up. And then exhale, release. And coming, God, it's hot, isn't it? Hot already, just stretching. So just to open a little bit through the thighs, through the hips. So take the right foot back into a lunge. So sink through the left knee, but keep the knee above the ankles. And then lift up through the right thigh as you sink your hips. So you're not kind of doing this. You want to lift through the right thigh and then try and come up. So you're not pushing through the back heel, you're up on your toes. Feel that squeeze, lifting the thighs, squeeze the thighs to the midline. And then change. So again, up on the back toes, squeeze the thighs, sink the hips. Okay, and then come down to lie. You can see me. Come down to lie on the floor. Take your arms wide with the palms pressing down. And then take your feet a bit wider than hip distance with the knees bent. Drop your knees to the right. Look over to the left and bring the right ankle on top of the left thigh. So feeling that rotation, also an opening through the hip. And inhale, legs back up, take the feet wide again. Drop the knees to the right, to the left. Look to the right. Bring the left foot on top of the right thigh. And if this is too strong, the stretch, you can just do the twist without the heel, the foot on top of the thigh, if that feels too strong. And then inhale, place the feet back down, and then you're going to come into happy baby. So I'm hoping you're not in the, well, I'm assuming you're not in the office, because I wouldn't have done this one otherwise. I had someone who came to my private client yesterday, turned up in a dress, had to alter the whole thing. Who comes to yoga in a dress? Anyway, so you're lifting your legs up, bring your arms between your legs, bend your knees, and you'll take the outside edge of your feet. So like a baby, you're then going to lift your heels up and take them apart. And then try and lower your sacrum towards the ground, because you'll settle a little more and you can rock there. That should be a really lovely deep stretch through the back of the thighs and the front of the thigh as well, just squeezing. We're trying to keep the back flat on the ground as much as possible. To make sure the heels are wide and high. Okay, then release the legs down, roll to the side, come up, to the chair. Hands on your thighs, close your eyes, tilt your chin down. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling completely. Bring your palms together at your heart center. Lowering your head and opening your eyes. Namaste.